Rock and roll.
Hey guys, here I am. Okay, I'm not in New Zealand, but Kevin's in New Zealand. Triscia has not joined us yet. She's in the chat. I don't know why she hasn't joined the Zoom, but hopefully she'll jump on here soon. But for now, it's just a pleasure to have Kevin again with us. I think this is your third time on with us.
It is. Kia ora, everyone. It's a wonderful day in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And as I'm chatting here with Chris, the neighbours' sheep have broken out from their property and are grazing on my front lawn.
That's fabulous. There's nothing like it. I see cows out back, but you know, I would rather see a couple sheep than a huge herd of cows, but that's just me. Um, okay, so Kevin, while we're waiting for Trisha, I want you to explain this. I don't know. I'm just going to say fuckery that they're doing with the climate and carbon. It's kind of like a carbon tax we were talking about right before. What are they doing there, and why? I know why it's bad, but just explain why it's bad and what they should be doing instead. Probably just leaving crap alone and rewilding and stuff like that. But go ahead.
What the fraudsters in the government in New Zealand, and remember, this is a progressive government, inverted commas. You know, it's a Labour government and holding power in conjunction with the Green Party of New Zealand. And they're bringing in an emissions trading scheme, but they're not bringing it in. They've been talking about it for decades, and they've just given an exemption to the New Zealand farmers for another 5 years where they don't have to do anything mandatory. And in New Zealand, our main emissions are from animal agriculture. So it's just pantomime and cabaret at the edge of extinction.
Right. So, okay, let's hear a little bit about the climate in New Zealand. Well, it's more like weather, but it's like the stratospheric heating and how it's making it cooler there. And you know what's really driving me crazy is the climate deniers are using that information to push their agenda. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I interviewed Paul Beckwith, who is a friend of your channel as well,
Hmm.
and been on the show, I believe, a couple of
Yeah,
times, is it?
yeah. Oh, once, and he's working on doing. We're working on doing it again. Yeah.
Well, I interviewed Paul, and I asked him, as the sea ice is melting now in the Antarctic, if we would see the jet streams meandering like they are in the northern hemisphere. And at that time, we had no history of it happening. And Paul said, "Yeah, why not?" And then after that, it started happening. So, this is one of the problems with what Paul and Guy McPherson say is that more and more often they're turning out to be correct.
Yeah.
And these people don't have any financial gain in the whole story. That's one of the reasons why we're getting the truth from them that we're not getting from other people,
Right. Where
because
like
they're saying it how they see it.
the solar minimalist people and the ones that say it's just a cyclical cycle and humans don't have much power over it, those are the ones that are actually um, they're the people behind that have something to gain, right? If we don't have
That
nothing
was
to do with it, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, that was the strategy of the fossil fuel industry. They funded a lot of those people just to create doubt. Merchants of doubt.
Right. But I think um, I really want to get your opinion on this. I honestly think that there is the other side that's using real climate change to also profit um, by implementing something like the Green New Deal. You know what I mean? It's like, but that's a different side of it. So it's like both sides are working against the middle, but the Green New Deal would be awful as well because trying to extract all that material from the planet would just make everything happen work faster. Just give me. I know we kind of hit on this before, but let's go over it again. There's Trisha.
Yeah, they're all fake solutions. They're not solutions at all. I
Right.
spoke at I spoke at a school called Deep Green Bush School, and when I turn up, the kids have placards to welcome me, and one of the kids was holding a placard saying, um, "Wind, windmills and told the cows are mining as well.
Yep, yep, they are.
Hi, Trish.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm gonna try to. I don't know why you come off so loud in my earphones, but I'm gonna take one out.
Uh,
Um, but I'm not gonna adjust it for everybody else. Can everybody hear Trisha? Okay.
Can
Yes.
you hear me, guys?
I can.
Oh, Oz loves your hat.
Thank you.
Do you hear Trisha? Okay, guys.
I was
Uh, Kiwi
sorry I'm late,
accents. Okay,
guys.
I guess they can because they're talking about Kiwi accents. So volume, Kevin's volume. I
Hang on.
hear you fine, Kevin. Can you turn your volume up at all, Kevin?
I've got some feedback. Hang on.
Yeah, if this does, is that any better?
Right.
I can't tell. Okay.
How's the sound?
I'm way too loud, so I need to turn my, I'm gonna just unplug my microphone. Okay. Am I too loud now?
Can you hear me?
I can. Fine.
I can hear you
Cool.
fine too. It's just that I'm looking at the
Can
comments to see.
can the audience hear? Sorry I'm late. I was so nervous I pulled the cord and unplugged everything.
Oh no, don't do
I,
that. Don't
I
be
had to
nervous.
start all over again. So
I did hear. Do you guys have a volume key on your computer?
hang on. Should I be on? I should be on microphone volume. Hang on. I'll see what this does.
Okay, Oz says you are the same. Yes, we hear everyone. Okay. All right.
Oh, you can hear. Oh, cool.
All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so it helped unplugging my microphone because, yeah, my microphone makes me super loud sometimes. I can adjust it, but I don't want to
Okay.
go through all that process right now.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Good, mate. How are you, South
Good.
Islander?
I'm so
What?
happy. You guys made it. This is like awesome. Although it's like 100 degrees in here, and I don't know why.
I'm like shaking. I'm so nervous. I got so wound up.
You'll
But hey.
you'll be fine. You will be fine. Don't worry. You'll get used to it before you even know it. So just
Yeah.
focus on the information. That's the most important part. Tell
Okay, I didn't hear anything. Can you just quickly fill me in on what you were saying, Kevin, about people not telling the truth or something?
Yeah, we've just had this situation where the Greens and Labor Party in New Zealand, who are the two of the parties in power, have just
Yeah.
given the farming industry a leave pass to not have to meet any of the
Carbon emissions.
yeah for the
Methane.
trading scheme until
Yeah.
2025. Personally,
Yeah.
will be around in 2025, so they don't have to.
Yeah.
Things doing nothing.
Yeah. It was a public consultation, and I don't, with this particular one with unions, and I don't think they're listening. We just all got the impression they don't really care, to be honest, which I think is very sad. And I live in a rural community where the farmers know what they're doing to the environment. They come into work, I reckon, at food retail, and they come into work and you can hear them talking about what they've done to the Waitaki River, which is in North Otago, how polluted it all is, and they know the writing's on the wall too. I think this is dairy farming. They transitioned to dairying about 2010, 2011, started to make a lot of money at it, but now I think they're not making as much as they were And we have two slaughterhouses in this town. One is just closed and laid a whole lot of people off. So that's also probably saying something about declining meat sales as well, which is a good thing. I mean, I personally think it's a good thing. It's sorry for the people who are losing their jobs, of course, but it's up to the government to start putting subsidies, taking subsidies out of these industries and putting them into things like horticulture. My dad was a horticulturalist. He went from dairying to horticulture back in the 70s. That's a great life. It's a much nicer life than sending animals off to slaughter all the time and all the things that you have to do in that world. Um, Federated farmers in Southland wanted Federated Farmers, which is a really conservative body of sort of farmers representing farmers in New Zealand, wanted to transition down there into oats out of sheep and dairying, and they got no help from the government. All the subsidies are still going into sheep meat and what have you. So I don't know how you wake them up. I guess they're making money out of exports to China. Asia seems to be probably our biggest market now. Maybe they're still making money, but we're going to end up paying in some way because of the horrendous damage to the environment, and that rebounds on our tourist industry as well.
Yeah, federated farmers have held this country to ransom.
Yeah.
And the nitrogen runoff from a lot of the animal agriculture has
Yeah.
pretty much killed every animal in this country. There's
Yeah,
nothing in this country that doesn't show the signs of abuse from animal agriculture.
Yeah, and you know the 100% pure New Zealand tourism ad. When I was a journalist, I used to do a lot of tourist writing, advertorial for tourism, New Zealand, and so forth, and all sorts of industries. But I get mad with 100% pure now because you can't swim in our rivers. I've got a friend here who comes from Scotland. He says you can still swim in the rivers in Scotland, but you cannot swim in a lot of them in New Zealand, and you can't drink the water. And Tourism New Zealand is still pitching this country as clean and green and pure. I mean, their heads are back in the 60s or something, and they're getting away with it. The media is not pulling them up on their lies, basically.
Pure propaganda.
Yeah, it's marketing
and what's important to remember as well is that these so-called liberal governments are equally bad. They are no better. It's just like in the United States where we have the DNC and the Republican Party. They're the same cheek. They're the two cheeks of the same asshole.
They're so much bastards, excuse me, but it's exactly right. I mean, Hillary Clinton probably would have been worse than Trump in some respects. I'm no longer a fan of Trump. At first, I thought he said some good things, even though he's right wing. There might be some hope, but I now realise
there's no hope.
There's no hope. And I don't know. Joe Biden would be terrible. I don't know who you guys are going to end up with next time, but it's probably not going to change much.
I imagine we'll get Trump reelected the way the Democrats are behaving. So I'm trying to talk quieter so I don't help all give you guys.
Am I talking too loud for you guys? Is it
No,
rebounding in your earphones?
No, you're fine.
That's good. Hey, this isn't so bad. No,
You,
you get into it, it's like public speaking once you get going.
yeah, it's just all a matter of getting in the conversation and focusing on that. But I gotta say hi to some of our people just because Andre P is here. Yes, both parties are corrupt. Oz, thank you for your help. I'm gonna try not to talk too loud. Trev B5 is here. Did I say Chris Foster? Chris Foster. Kate Basham, a new person to the channel. Thank you for coming. Okay, I know there's probably more people, but I can't see them. I know there's a lot more people, but thanks, guys. Save questions. We'll try CB. Hi, in case I didn't say hi to you. Try to get to questions like the last 15 minutes and just put questions down. Yeah, the Democrats are very phony. They're more phony than the Republicans. I actually think the Republicans are more straightforward of what they want the Democrats pretend to be one thing and they're just the same. So there's
wolf in sheep's clothing. It's like our Labour Party, like Kevin was saying, that Labour and the Greens, they've all sold out to the corporations. You've got, what's her name? Ocasio-Cortez? What's her first name?
yeah, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Alexandra. She says all the right things, but and the Green New Deal sounds good in
But
principle, but of
it's
course it won't work in practice and it won't be enacted to the degree anywhere near that she's saying it will be.
yeah. Well,
But
she has
also,
all the
I
right
think,
ideas, but she's just not.
yeah,
She
she
she's.
talks a good talk.
I pushed the
But
Green New Deal till I looked at all the facts and what it would take to do that,
yeah,
and then I'm like, no, probably not. When I thought it through logically, not a good idea.
yeah,
This is what they're all doing all around
yeah,
the world. They're
yeah,
like deer in the headlights, just about to get smashed. Every single one of them knows that there is no solution.
yeah.
Every single one of them knows that there is no way to do anything.
And Guy McPherson's made a really good point too. He says the other thing is they don't know what to do. I mean, it's a really tough call to change our whole civilization, turn it on a dime. We haven't got time.
And no one will do it, especially
And yeah,
when you don't have consensus. That makes it really hard to get everybody to you don't if you don't see the problem, you're not going to be a part of the solution. Period.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
but if you're going to do that, you have to tell the truth. And what they're not telling the truth is people like the Green Party of Aotearoa, New Zealand, they're telling people if they get electric cars and solar panels, it'll make a difference. It's just the Green New Deal just camouflaged in another way. It's
yeah,
just about keeping the dominant paradigm going longer and longer. But so the reason I'm so filthy on the Greens in New Zealand is the
yeah.
intellectual dishonesty.
Mm. Well, they've sold out to corporates. They've sold out to big pharma. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I personally have a vaccine injured daughter, and I had vaccine injuries. I mentioned this before, and I think people should be able to choose what they want to put in their bodies, but they want to force vaccinations into everyone. And in the States, I think when you get to about 16 or 18, you've had 74 vaccines by the current schedule. I mean, that's just insanity when you consider all those ingredients and all the mercury and aluminium that are in them, and and
Glyphosate. Don't forget
glyph-
glyphosate.
glyphosate, aborted human fetal tissue, animal cells. So anyone who's vegan, they're not vegan at all. They're tested on animals, and they've got a whole lot of other industrial chemicals. People want to choose to do that and choose to vaccinate their kids, fine, but what they want to do is take away choice. And the Greens and New Zealand's Labour Party are both party to that as well. So that's just another thing that they're dishonest about, really.
Yeah.
Taking away freedom of choice, taking away freedom of speech to a degree. They want to clamp down on the internet and all of that. So, yeah, we may as well enjoy it while we can.
Yeah. And do what we can
say,
to.
say it while we can, because one day they might have duct tape over all our mouths.
Oh yeah, the free speech. Okay, there's
Yeah,
an echo coming. Does someone have a I hear an echo. I don't
I
know.
haven't got I haven't got the show on it anywhere else.
Okay, I'm wondering why I'm hearing an echo. It's so weird. It's probably these damn earphones. I hate it.
Is it,
It's probably just me. It's probably just me. It's all good. So
Don't swear.
so yeah,
We're going
vaccines.
extinct. Don't
What's that,
what?
Kevin?
We're going extinct. Don't worry about the echo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I tend to think for a while I thought there was some hope, but no, I just tend to think Guy McPherson is exactly right. No one's really going to do anything. There's a lot of noise going on. There's a lot of extinction rebellion and climate protesting, which I was part of recently. But I mean, it's all good fun, and they turn it into kind of a festive atmosphere. But
I think it's an outlet, a needed outlet for
it is,
for some people.
it is. Yeah, it's great fun, and you do feel as if you're doing something. But
Mhm. I
yeah,
think the best thing you can do is do what Kevin does. You work in a nursery and you plant trees and all that, or just rip out a piece of um, cement and let it just go wild and let nature take its course on that, some rewilding as much as
yeah,
possible. And that's what I would push for. Instead of ripping up more earth, more habitat for other animals to build windmills and solar panels. If we could do it with just what we have in the landfills, I'm all for it. Use what we have,
yeah,
but but ripping up more nature to try and rebuild all of our infrastructure and change everything from one energy source to another, we're going to use fossil fuels till they're gone. I'm sorry. They will use them
yeah.
till it till they're gone, and by then we're going to lose every little bit of biodiversity we have. So, I mean, I'm throwing my hands. I mean, I'm still going to fight. I'm still going to say do what you can. I'm
And there's
not
two
going
Yeah,
important issues that everyone is ignoring. The first one is there's a 10 to 30-year lag between emissions and their effects of carbon. So all this chaos we're seeing now is from last century. That's a very important detail. And then another one is that natural feedback loops in the climate system are now in the driver's seat. It's not about cutting our emissions. We're not cutting our emissions. Our emissions are going up,
they're
but
going up. Yeah.
are going through the roof from the feedback loops, and no one wants to talk about it. It's just dishonest, intellectually bankrupt.
The
to.
other thing New Zealand's doing is we keep bringing in so many people from overseas. We've now got a housing crisis. We have people sleeping in cars in Auckland now. We have Maori families in particularly who are the indigenous people here sleeping in cars. It's pretty hard to find somewhere to rent in most places and then somewhere you can afford. So what they're doing is tearing up the landscape, and I'm seeing it around here too. I live in Oamaru, Kevin, and they're tearing up the landscape to build more and more housing. Well, that's taking away from the environment too, and putting concrete and all sorts of undesirable things into it, and just creating a whole lot more problems. I don't know what the answer is, and a lot of those people who are coming in, of course, are climate refugees now.
Mhm.
I'm working with some from India and Burma at the moment. They're telling me what it's like over there.
Yeah, just wait till we have all
Mm.
these climate refugees struggling for the places that are still livable,
They're
and
going to
it's
turn up in boats on our shores. The Australian government is already prepared for that reality. Apparently, they've already.
I think
The
that's
only
why
Yeah.
they're pushing the wall and giving
Yeah.
Trump money for the wall here,
Mm.
honestly.
the only
But
one the only
I
one
mean, it's a tough call, but you actually have to protect your own country, though. It's really hard to know what to do there because
Yeah,
you can't take everyone. Do you know what I mean?
I
Um,
know. Okay, go ahead, Kevin. You were trying to get a word in, I heard.
sorry.
Wait, no, no, you're good. You're good.
the only climate change refugees who will make it to New Zealand are from Polynesia, north of us, and I think that we should welcome them. It's our emissions that are making their islands go
Mm,
underwater and their
mm,
wreckage and the
mm.
storms that are destroying their infrastructure.
Yeah.
There is a myth that even the New Zealand government and, of course, the Australian government have been is where they're saying that we could refugees from Southeast Asia coming to
Mm,
New Zealand on boats. Well, that is
yeah.
complete bullshit. And I'll tell you why. I've crossed the Coral Sea from
Mm-hmm.
Micronesia to Australia, and
Uh
then I've
huh.
sailed across the Tasman Sea from Australia to New Zealand. I've done 16 ocean passages. I know what is required to get a boat over a long distance. Those boats can make the short trip from Indonesia to Australia, but
Yeah.
they can't get past because the Australians are our gatekeepers. And B, they'd never have the fuel to get here. in those kind of boats. They're not sailing. They're on old motorboats. They only can carry a little bit of fuel. So anyone talking about refugees coming here in boats is misrepresenting the reality of how big the Pacific Ocean is, how far away it is, and how impractical it is. But so that's just part of the all that underlying racism that we see in this issue all the time. There's always this issue of racism disguised as something else.
But it's not racism in a sense. It's kind of practical if there's nowhere to put them and nowhere to house them. And I mean, it's. I just don't know what they can do about it, really.
In this
Honestly, they
country,
can.
we have enough money. Anyone is allowed to come here. Kim.com came here with criminal convictions.
Yep.
The guy, oh, there's a multi-billionaire, his name eludes me for the moment, who got New Zealand residency without having spent a week in the country. He just bought it.
Yeah.
Our country's for sale.
I know. That annoys me.
Yeah. Everyone will want to come, but what it means is that we won't get genuine climate change refugees. We will get capitalist refugees. We will get the wealthy, the rich and ugly, the people who have done more to drive this extinction event than anybody else. They are the ones who will get in here. So I would flip that coin, and I would definitely welcome my neighbors from Polynesia, because I'll tell you another thing about those people is that because they're poor, they're really practical people, really super practical, and they're used to getting by with limited resources.
Yeah,
So they would be an asset to the country.
I agree with that. And most of them know how to farm. They would be way more assets than wealthy people. Like here, Trump wants, people who can already make a living and all that. And those people are going to be a detriment. We need people that know how to do things like farming, right? It's way more important to have those people. But the elites want more elite people. I don't know why they want more elite people.
Well, 2 years ago, the media here was reporting on the fact that New Zealand was the climate change bolt hole for the rich. I mean, I'm sure Bill Gates and Zuckerberg have properties here, probably in Queenstown, Kevin. I know there's Bayer pharmaceutical family and Rothschild, someone told me. They buy up farms and they buy up nice spots in central Otago. So it's already happened. And we've got James and Susie Cameron, James Titanic Cameron lives in the Wairarapa, but he's an asset, to be honest. He's turned a dairy farm into a horticultural plot. They're vegan and they're doing a lot of good things up there. So, yeah.
I'm lost on that part, the New Zealand part. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else is going on up there. I mean, how's the Antarctica looking? I mean, that affects you guys a lot more than, the Arctic, right?
2006, we had icebergs floating past on the coast, on a hill above. We had icebergs floating past out, and I think you had to chopper out to see them. They were too far to see much of from the land, but yeah, that was a big thing.
Yeah, the Antarctic started falling apart as well. So I expect we'll jet stream anomalies more and more frequent here.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I think was that before we went online. Yeah, the jet stream changes in that direction where everybody's moving down there. They think that that's the safest place to be. Is the
I don't think
south of the equator.
anywhere is. Yeah, I don't really think anywhere is, and they're saying that people are leaving cities and places like Britain and also leaving the coast because the sea is rising. But I don't. don't think you're any safer in the countryside, really. I don't think you can escape this one. I think
I think it's going to affect you
there's nowhere to
differently.
hide. Yeah,
I think one of the benefits of being in the southern hemisphere is that there's only a handful of nuclear power stations in the southern hemisphere. Almost all of them are in the
yeah,
northern hemisphere. So when the shit hits the fan,
yeah,
Well,
the
we're in the
amount of
desert.
radiation will be in the atmosphere will be really ugly, ugly
yeah,
beyond belief.
yeah.
It'll probably just hit
Terrifying.
everywhere differently. I don't think it's going to hit everywhere the same at the exact same time. I think some people think of doomsday as like one day, bam, everybody's dead. It's not going to happen that way. There's going to be starvation here, heat waves there,
Yeah.
bombs, cyclones, snowstorms there. It's going to hit everybody in different ways. Power outages, you know.
It's already happening. It's
Yeah,
already
and
happening
it's
to degrees that we've had variations of those in New Zealand in the last 10 or so years.
there's 9
Um,
active wildfires in California right now.
I know, and up in Sonoma County, isn't it? Up in the wine region.
Oh, it's all
Yeah,
And some
and
people are having the power cut off to them.
yeah, yeah. Plan
yeah,
plan power outages, and they're planning on some more. So because I guess they haven't replaced the power lines for so long. Some of them go way, way, way back. Like I don't know. I don't know the exact dates, but way back, like probably 60, 70, 80, 100 years ago, that they have never replaced. Just use them, and so along with the heat, the tree beetles that are killing the trees because they have overwintered, and sometimes had multi generations in a season, and they kill the trees, and then there's all that dead brush and trees that are more susceptible to the wildfires. There's so many things affecting it, but yeah.
yeah, and all the Roundup they're spraying everywhere. I see Monsanto's trying to appeal that decision that Roundup causes cancer. Of course, it damn well causes cancer. About one out of two people in this town has cancer. And a friend of mine who does some activity with kids. Not sure what she actually does, child minding or something. She said so many of those kids have cancer, and it's all the sprays, it's
Yeah,
all the
well,
other.
yeah. Anything that's designed to kill is
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
kill. It's just
yeah.
pretty straightforward, right?
So it's going to kill the bee. It's killing the bees, and we've got 1080 poison in New Zealand. Kevin, don't start me on that one, man. That's a shocker. I've actually got a neighbour who used to be a 1080 poison, work in that industry, dropping 1080, and he's told me things that will make your hair curl. That's killing not just the possums it's supposed to kill. It's killing all our native birds. It's killing the bees, the butterflies, and the earthworms. I've noticed less of those in the last 2 years here. I've got a wee garden, organic garden out the side. Um, and it's killing people because it gets into the water supply. They actually recently dropped. The helicopter pilots don't care. They're a bunch of cowboys. The helicopter industry, which includes Christchurch Helicopters, is owned by Richie McCaw, who's a ex-All Black, and there's a lot of money in it. They're getting a lot of government taxpayer money to do this 1080. It's a big money spinner for the helicopter companies, so they are interested in keeping it going. And they recently dropped a load of 1080 pellets in number 2 reservoir in the Hunua Ranges, which is north of Auckland, so that feeds into the Auckland water supply. Um, There was an American tourist who was believed he went for a walk in the bush on the west coast here, and she died, believed to be 1080 poisoning. Maybe she was drinking some water somewhere in the bush on the west coast of the South Island, or maybe she ate something and it was poisoned with 1080 when she was out for her walk. And 1080 makes your heart explode, and the government will not release her heart to the parents in the States. 1080 is a terrible way to die. It takes, like the deer. My neighbour was also a deer hunter as well, and he's saying, and other people who are deer hunters, like the Graf boys, saying how it takes 22 hours for the animals to die, and they're just writhing around and they bring their stomach back up through the mouth and they're frothing at the mouth. There's footage of it on YouTube and on TV Wild, which is the Graph Boys site. There's an excellent documentary they made called Poisoned Paradise. And so this 1080 poisoning makes no sense because it's killing everything else. The possums are just carrying on as normal anyway, and it's probably not the best way to deal with that situation. They're a pest here. They're protected in Australia. Victorian settlers, British settlers, brought them in for a fur industry. It wasn't very bright of them, but here they've gone berserk and they've sort of they do a certain amount of damage in the bush and to the native birds. Eggs and things like that. But the government won't stop it because there's the 1080 drops because there's too many vested interests. They've got the chopper pilots, who are making money. The Department of Conservation is completely and utterly corrupt. Calling it a Department of Conservation these days is a bit of a joke. It's just become, sort of captured by the corporate world.
Now, does New Zealand have the same issues, Kevin, as the Southern, or are you guys quite different? You're in the North Island, right? She's
Correct. Yeah.
okay.
No, we'd have the overall similar dichotomy or the same issues going down. It's cooler in the South Island, so it'll be better as things heat up. It'll be safer down there. The people will be dying in heat waves in the north before they'll be dying in the south. But getting back to Tricia's conversation about 1080, this chemical weapon that the government, including Greens, have decided is a good idea to rain down into our.
It's a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Literally.
One of the things that I cannot
genocide
with all of those people going along with it is that these animals all die a very slow torture.
Oh, it's terrible. It's shocking.
To a rat, you would go to jail for torturing that rat. Why are they allowed?
Because
they're not
wild animals. They don't care about wild animals. They're not your
not telling the truth about it. The hunters come out the bush with these deer or take footage of the animals they've seen in the bush that have died for 1080. And a friend of mine saw about 50 to 100, I think it was wild ducks all dead in the stream on the side of the road up in the Lindis Pass, which is up in the mountains here, up in the Mackenzie country, and he reckoned they must have died from 1080 because they don't just drop out of the sky en masse and fall into a creek like that. People have got footage and photographs of these animals, and people have lost their pet dogs, horses, dairy cows. If they drop 1080 on a patch of bush near a farm, quite often it ends up in the fields as well. And I don't know who it is, the government or Department of Conservation just says, oh, they died of other causes, or it's a set-up. These people have set up these photographs, I mean, the denial is quite shocking, really.
One point I'd like to make about 1080 is that this chemical weapon, in New Zealand, this tiny little country, New Zealand, uses more 1080 than the entire planet.
Yeah, it's banned in most countries.
Why on earth would that one country be using more than the rest? And
we're stupid.
Follow the money.
Yeah, follow the money. The original 1080 came from a factory, small, grubby little factory in Tull, Alabama. I think that's closed down now. I think they're producing it in Rolleston outside Christchurch. And I believe that at least one of the helicopter companies has interests in that factory as well. Follow the connecting web of trail of deceit and greed. I mean, it's shocking. And Jacinda's government has put a media ban on 1080 protests because 2,000 or more people marched to Wellington last year. It was huge. I mean, 1080 upsets a lot of people. I'm vegan, and I don't necessarily approve of hunting, but a lot of people around here are hunters, and a lot of people in New Zealand go hunting. Well, they say it's affecting their sport. That march was huge, and so it was filmed by New Zealand media, and it was on TV and papers. But since then, they put a media ban on the protests, so the public doesn't even know what's going on unless they go online, go on the Facebook pages, and see what the activists are filming and so forth.
Okay, you guys ready for questions? Because we have a little bit more.
Yeah, roll away.
All right, so Oz wants to know, someday the climate apocalypse is going to destroy Australia more rapidly than other parts of the planet. Do you agree with that? And is New Zealand close behind?
Yep. Australia's in for a heat wave. They've already had bushfires there, haven't they, Kevin? Australia's
They've had 3 bushfires.
Australia's in for a heat wave. My 91-year-old father, still alive, lives in Richmond, Nelson. They had fires near Wakefield last year, and that's not actually that far away. So I think we're probably in for more of the same this year. It worries me a lot. We've had 2 small ones.
So New Zealand, even though it's cooler, is already starting to get fires?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yeah. And another important thing to remember in that context is this is not an El Nino year. We're in an El Nino neutral phase. If it was an El Nino year, the whole thing will be on steroids. I'm really conscious of what the next El Nino could tip us all over.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, then. Kevin, is White Island quiet or blowing stream? I don't understand. I don't understand the question.
White Island is a volcano.
Volcano, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it is a little bit more active just recently, so that's an interesting observation.
Well, apparently seismic activity is connected to climate change in some respects. I was in the Christchurch earthquake, and that was absolutely terrifying. I was in the big February one, and the whole 6 months before of minute after minute aftershocks just went on and on and on. And then I left 3 days after that February one, but that was terrifying. And I have seen some evidence that that's connected to what we're doing to the planet, fracking, other aspects of changing the environment and changing the climate impact on seismic activity. I think that's highly likely.
All right.
There's a phenomenon called isostatic rebound. So when you melt the ice off the land ice, that allows the land underneath it to relax, because ice is very heavy when it's a kilometre thick. That weighs billions of tons. So what that does is that it increases seismic activity because the tectonic plates are more easy for them to move.
Right. And have you seen just throwing this in there, the storms, the big huge hurricanes are starting to cause some seismic activity. Just them, because they're pulling water off of places and everything. So just
Paul Beckwith did one of his presentations on that. So go to paulbeckwith.net
yeah.
or go to his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
He did a good discussion.
He did. Yes, he did. Okay, we're going to try to get through a lot of questions, so we're going to try to answer them as short as possible, but as full as possible, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that want to ask Kevin any questions, so we're going to go through this. And I had to stop the stream, yeah. So I don't know how many are behind us, but they're coming fast. So Oswald, Kevin are you familiar with Steve Out Outram, the cryptocurrency guru and climate denier living in New Zealand.
No, I'm not at all. Sorry.
No, okay. Um, Now I gotta move down without moving down too far. Okay. All right. So,
I'm a skeptic about cryptocurrencies because
So am I.
it's on the internet.
right, because it won't matter when the internet is gone and the power's out. Like, will it matter?
I think they're used quite a lot by organized crime, aren't they? Bitcoin, because it's non-traceable through the banking system.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And now Facebook's trying to come up with their own, right? So let's see. For everyone, what are your thoughts on learning to forage?
Yeah, there's a great book by a guy called Marcus Rothkrantz. He's a really inspirational health nut, and he's done a book on weeds around the world that you can find. I think he's gone from country to country, and that's really interesting. I mean, you can eat things like dandelions, and there's quite a bit if you're faced with a situation of no food wherever you are. He lives in Las Vegas. Even in the desert, he's found places. Things to eat. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
highly
amazing. You'll have
recommend that
to
book.
send me the information on that, and we'll have to have a show
I
on that.
will. Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, what do you
The
think?
main foraging food will be other people.
I'm
We've had that
vegan.
discussion.
Not gonna happen.
People don't count, though, do they? I didn't think people counted in vegan. I don't know. That's just me. But thank you, Justin McNeil. Great question. Um, Val for Kevin is Dr. Guy McPherson partying like it's 1999 because he is certain we are on borrowed time.
He looks happy.
He is
He looks as
actually.
if he's having a nice time anyway. He looks very healthy and well and very,
Yeah, and in love, that's one of the best
yeah,
things.
yeah.
And they're making the most of their lives, but he's not living hedonistically. Oh, he can't. He hasn't had an
Isn't,
income for 10.
Yeah, well, you know him personally, and you talk to him quite a bit, don't you, Kevin?
Yeah, absolutely. He stayed at my house lots of times, and I've spent a lot of time on the road with him.
Yeah.
when's he
Just
coming back here? Because apparently he'd spoken to Maru a couple of years ago. Some people I know from this town. I mean, I'd never even heard of him until about a year ago. But
did 2 tours around the country with Guy, and
yeah,
he was here before in 2012.
yeah. He's getting a lot of flack from certain quarters. I probably don't think that's fair because I think if it wasn't for people like him, wouldn't be having this conversation. It wouldn't have crept into the global narrative, and it's happened very, very quickly. It's just in the space of a year, it's gone to become the hottest topic on the planet right now. It's the biggest topic. Look across all industries. I worked in the fashion industry for a long time. I've just been researching climate change in the fashion industry. If you type that into Google, there's just site after site after site after site. It's a really big
We're going to have to
issue.
talk about that Wednesday with the girls.
Let's let's do that.
Like with
Yeah, that'd be
actual
cool.
girls. Val did a pretty good job, for an honorary woman, but
He's very knowledgeable about pockets. I only caught that last bit because I came in late. Because I screw up the time zone.
no, we got it right now.
Sorry about that.
You are 5 hours earlier than me, but the day after.
Yeah,
So I
day
that's
before.
no, I'm the day
We,
before. Wait,
no, you're the day
I'm a
after.
day behind you guys.
No, we're ahead of the world in many, many
Yes, so
things.
yeah, I'm behind.
Just
You
kidding.
guys live in the future. That's how I remember. You guys
We
live in the future.
do, we do,
So it's
we do.
Saturday for you guys, and it
Yeah.
is 5:52, right? Is it
Um,
5:52? Wait,
252.
two
252.
3:50. Okay, wait, 2:52. That's right. It's 7:52 here. So you're 5 hours before us.
First in the world, us and Fiji, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So do we have
Yeah.
Karen Peterson? Did I meet? Okay. Trying to see if I missed any. But oh, there's one. Andre, do your schools try to contaminate the minds of students?
These days they do. I do work with someone who's my daughter's age and her generation. When they were at school, got a lot of stuff on the environment, but I think not so much now. I think it's just something that might be suppressed in a way in the education system now. I don't know.
All right.
I spoke at a school called the Deep Green Bush School, south of Auckland.
A great
And
name.
those kids are learning how to forage. They're
Oh,
learning how to
nice.
hunt.
Great. Yeah.
It's incredible.
James and Susie Cameron, when they're living in LA, they run a school like that too, and they feed the kids all vegan food or fresh produce, organic produce. Yeah, they should start something like that here as well, up where they live near Masterton.
Are you guys reading the comments?
I can't see them. I have
Oh, I
not got my phone out.
okay. So you should have that out. Says, hi, Kevin. Looking forward to seeing the All Blacks play this Arvo. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, there's a big rugby game on this
Oh,
afternoon.
rugby.
Oh God!
Isn't that your
Yes,
sport in
God.
New Zealand? Like
Yes.
the big thing?
Are
All
you a
right.
rugby fan, Kevin?
I was, I can't take anything like that seriously anymore.
No. Well, but it's just another big business now.
And it has a huge
And you don't know how many of them are on steroids or anything, so it's not a fair game. It's like the Olympics as well. It's the same thing. So many people on the juice.
New Zealand's team, the All Blacks, has been very heavily subsidised and bolstered by us plundering wonderful athletes from the Pacific Islands.
Yep.
We do that for football here. We take all the Polynesians and everything here for football, which isn't the same football as
Yeah,
you guys probably play there. It's dumb American football, not the cool kind.
yeah,
Oh,
but
not to
I
offend
think when
anyone
we go,
who likes that crap. Not
I,
to take anything from you, but that's just not my thing. Sorry.
I
I
think
think
being
guys
a
look
garden
stupid
hose.
in those tights. Sorry.
I, I
Just
think good Kiwi blokes regard that as a bit wussy because of the shoulder pads and the sort of the lycra, and
I would
and the
I would rather see
helmets as
shorts.
well.
I want them in shorts
Yeah,
and
that's what they do here. Big thundering thighs they have, and they're in shorts,
and if they have
grappling
some
each other's
rugby shit.
thighs in the scrum.
Yeah.
I have
Oh, Om has a channel, by the way. I'm pretty sure Om has a channel. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Om has a channel. It. There's some. It's kind of new. It's cool. Um, hard edged. I don't know. What do I mean by hard edged? Okay, all right. Chris Foster has a question. The power brokers have the same info as us, if not more. Do you believe that they are hoping that the environment will reset itself after population is reduced and are trying to outweigh it?
How's it going to be reduced? I
By
mean,
climate change is going to kill everybody, but they'll have their bunkers deep in the ground and they think they can wait it out, I think. But that's not going to work.
they
But
the rich think they can wait it out in Queenstown, New Zealand, or outside
it's
in
going to take thousands of
Queenstown.
years
Yeah,
to recover, right?
yeah,
Right,
10 million.
Kevin? Kevin's the expert.
extinction is extinction. We're losing habitat. What a lot of these people don't realize is that they think that they can weather out a storm, but this
Mm,
storm will go on forever.
it's
Effectively, in a human context, it will go on forever.
It will go
it's
on
bigger
for
than
further than a lifetime of humans, or,
it's bigger than we are, and it's out of our control. We are extremely arrogant species in that we think we can control everything, and soon to find out that we can't. I think.
yeah, well, they'll find that
Why
out
all this
eventually.
goes on about habitat, habitat. Habitat on this planet is going away. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what kind of bunker you've got. You're still going to require plumbers and
He
electricians and spare parts and all of those things.
he's already lived the off-grid life too, so he knows what he's talking about, and says he regrets it. But I would imagine it would be quite cool in lots of ways. but
This
it,
house that I'm sitting in doing this interview now is I built it 17 years ago, and it's solar powered, and I
mm-hmm,
catch the water off the roof.
mm-hmm,
And the only hydrocarbons I use are gas for boiling water and cooking.
right, cool.
Okay. Any more
I have no
questions, guys?
illusions that it's going to make any difference. I've never really had any illusions about that. You know, my
No, because it
all
requ-
my house is built with hydrocarbons, every single piece of it.
it requires everyone doing something, and I don't think they're going to. And I don't see how we can really give up our car lifestyle. Um, there was a guy in Wanganui, probably back in the day, early mid 20th century, I think, who designed an electric prototype for an electric car, and he was murdered. Probably because the oil industry sent out a hitman or the car industry or whatever, all the way to New Zealand to bump him off.
Oh, wow. So I missed that. Sorry, I was focusing on trying to find questions. It's hard to focus on everything.
Yeah, I can't focus on my questions.
It's you'll get better at it, I promise you. I just want you to come on early next time so we can work out the sound
I
issues
was
better.
waiting for an email. It didn't come through. I
I
was waiting for
really?
a link.
I
Yeah, so
sent
I emailed you.
I
Um,
I sent you one
but
with Kevin, like a joint email, like
I
together.
didn't. It didn't arrive for some reason.
Oh,
So I
weird.
sent you one about 10:02, but never mind. We got there.
Okay, we got here.
We
But
got
next
there.
time, yeah, I'll check. I just can't keep looking at my email while I'm trying to set everything up. So,
It's arrived now, but it wasn't there before.
oh, it's just the time. Oh, there's Karen
there,
Peterson. Hi,
there was a
Karen.
delay.
Karen says, enjoy every day, enjoy it while you can. And I agree. Absolutely. Thanks for coming. Karen made it this time. She missed Women's Wednesday with Val, my honorary woman. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I just made you moderator, Karen, too, because I do that so you guys can post links. All my regulars, I put as mods so they can post links because the only reason yeah, people can't post links is because
Oh, is that
all those,
how it works?
yeah, all those
That's what.
the climate deniers, they keep posting all these links. So I'm like, no, you can't click, you can't post those PS.
Oh, that's why the climate aware tribe have all got spanners.
Yeah, they
It's
they
cute.
they do. But now everybody can post links that I trust, and people I do not trust cannot. So there you go. But you'll lose that status just as fast if you become an idiot. Just saying.
If they behave badly, take their toys away.
Yep, exactly. I gave it to you. I can take it away. So, man, I'm missing Book Hermit and everything. Weird. Scott Murto. Okay, no questions. Just throwing the following two links in here in the chat. FYI, hopefully I'll follow up in the comments if I have time. Yeah, please do, because I don't know what you're putting there, Scott. Dang it. Put it in the comments. Honorary woman. Some people would find it ironic. Okay, guys, I guess if there's no more questions, we can pretty much call it a night. Of course, I'm going to have Kevin on again and hopefully we'll
Mm,
get all the sound issues worked out a little bit better with Trisha. Um, but oh my gosh, I always love having you on, Kevin, because we are so much alike in our philosophy about knowing that we're done, but still feeling like you should honor the planet and be the last one standing fighting, the last one to plant a tree, as you put it so greatly before. So it's always a pleasure.
Just make the most of every day, people. Whilst it's still like this, while we can still see some beauty outside the window, while we're not starving and while we're not being attacked or bombed, make the most
mm,
of every day.
mm.
All the
Right.
horrors you've seen, other people around the world are coming to us all. Just get in there, make the most of it.
There was a
All right.
grief counsellor called Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. She used to work in hospices a lot, and she said, regardless, everyone should live like they've got 6 months to live, you know,
That,
which probably doesn't mean becoming completely decadent and all that, but so not in a destructive way, but yeah, just to enjoy it. I've lost a
yes,
lot of people to cancer, so pretty aware that life can go very, very quickly.
absolutely. Okay. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Torstein, Val, Chris, Scott, Justin, Bio. I know Human was there earlier. Karen Peterson, Jilly Love, always love to see you. Daniel Gallimeyer, um, Zox. I don't think I said hi to you. Ben, Wilbur, CB, Ungsley. We have so many wonderful people here. I, I'm probably missing something. I'm very sorry if I miss you, but thank you so
I'd,
much for.
I'd
Sandy was here. Sandy, I'm glad you made it. Um, yeah. Anyway, I hope I got everybody, but if I didn't, I didn't. And we'll catch them next time. But hold on, you guys. Say goodbye. Well, say goodbye, but hold on after, and we'll just
sure.
a quick chat after. So, last words. I know Kevin already said pretty much last words, but anyway, say bye or something.
See you next time, guys.
It's been a pleasure hanging out with you two ladies. Thank you for your time.
You too. Thanks, Kevin.
thank,
Brilliant.
thank both of you. I love you both so much for being here. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.